Please eat. Please, please, please.
How many cups have you had this morning?
None.
Plus?
5, but yours is better.
You have a problem.
Yes, I do.
This is a jumbo coffee morning. I need coffee and an IV.
I really need coffee. Everything in my life has something to do with coffee. I believe in a former life I was coffee.
You like coffee?
Only with my oxygen.
Oh my god. I'm gonna have to quit drinking coffee. And I love coffee.
Oh, I can't stop drinking the coffee. I stopped drinking coffee. I stopped doing the standing and walking and the words putting into sentence doing.
Hey, you in the mood for pancakes? Because I'm making pumpkin pancakes, and it comes with homemade cinnamon butter.
These pumpkin pancakes are everything I imagine Luke's Diner would be serving at this time of the year. The cinnamon, the syrup, the moisture from the pumpkin, it's just like a warm hug in every single bite. As you can see, I am channeling all of those Gilmore Girls autumn vibes. I've got my Luke's mug with my coffee, and I attempted to make my version of what I believe Luke would make for his pumpkin pancakes in the autumn. While everyone seems ready to dive headfirst into all things spooky, especially in the month of October, I'm just not quite there yet. I want to take this time to savor the cozy side of the season before all the spooky takes over. So today we're living out a perfect Gilmore Girls style autumn day. First up, we'll head to a small town to enjoy another cup of coffee. As Lorelai says, it's all about coffee, coffee, coffee. Maybe we'll take a stroll in that small town, really pick up those small town vibes like you would in Stars Hollow. And then later we're going to head to the biggest bookstore in Dallas and get lost in the aisles just like Rory would. After that, we'll come home and create a little craft inspired by Lorelai's quirky and creative spirit. And tonight I'm thinking a movie marathon consisted of all of Rory and Lorelai's favorites, especially the ones that are perfect for the autumn season. This paired with a few cheeseburgers, some coffee, more snacks, and candy, of course. Is there a better way to embrace a Gilmore Girls style autumn day? So grab a warm drink, settle in, and let's live a cozy Gilmore Girls styles autumn day together.
Here comes the moon, held by my love, to shine on you with a light that comes from above. It's not the sun, not burning bright, but it's enough to not be hit by the night. How does a tiny brilliance extend such a hope to the world? The answer is found inside of you. You hold the power to guide people home who are lost in the dark. Your heart burns much brighter than the Here comes my child, held by my love.
This place is so cute. I'm so glad we came here. I'm a little surprised at how cute it actually is. It reminds me of a small town cafe, much like Stars Hollow. This coffee shop is in a little community that is just so precious. I feel like if we lived here, it would be so nice to just wake up, come down the street, take our little dogs on a walk, grab some coffee, maybe a bouquet of flowers. It's like living in a movie. No joke. It's so nice being here. So, rumor has it there's a small town nearby that goes full on Halloween town in the town square. So we're gonna go check that out in just a second. But before that, I'm going to finish this delicious white chocolate mocha and just enjoy being here. It's such a nice day out.
To offer hope to a world with light from above. How does a tiny brilliance extend such a hope to the world? The answer is found inside
As I wander through this charming little square, it's easy to feel like I've stepped straight into a Gilmore Girls episode. The town has transformed itself into a Halloween wonderland with pumpkins and decorations of all shapes and sizes lining every storefront. The trees are decked out with jack-o'-lanterns, and there are a few fun references to old horror movies sprinkled throughout the town. The whole place has this whimsical, haunted feeling that sends a little shiver down your spine. It's like the perfect excuse to pull your scarf tighter and take in all the spooky charm. There's something special about small towns during this time of year. It's like they take on a whole new personality just for the season. You can almost hear the rustle of Rory's pages turning in a corner bookstore, or Lorelai dragging her through town to admire every little spooky detail. It's that perfect blend of charm and a little touch of eerie that makes autumn so magical. I love the way the crisp air seems to carry whispers of old stories and how every little corner is ready to be explored. We couldn't resist popping into this costume rental shop that caught our eye, and inside it was absolutely magical. It had tiny rooms that made you feel like you were stepping into a little time machine dedicated to a different era like Western, circus, even pirates. In every corner of this shop, there was something absolutely enchanting to look at. They had everything from 1920s flapper dresses to Victorian gowns, 70s disco outfits, you name it. I even came across a green jacket that reminded me so much of Luke's. Oh, and I got to live out a little dream of mine in this moment. The shop had an entire section dedicated to all things medieval, and right there I got to sit in the Iron Throne from Game of Thrones. Just a replica, but it was such a surreal experience, and one I will not forget anytime soon. The costumes were absolutely amazing, and I couldn't help but imagine taking the entire collection home to become my official wardrobe. From floor-length capes to glittering masquerade masks, every piece had me dreaming of stepping into a different world. It was like being a kid again, playing dress-up with endless possibilities. After reluctantly leaving behind my dream wardrobe, it's time to continue the adventure. It's been a wonderful morning spending time in this quaint little town square and enjoying a cozy coffee shop. But now I'm ready to get lost in the aisles of the biggest bookstore in Dallas. So let's go see what kind of stories we can uncover. Stepping into a bookstore on a crisp autumn day feels like entering a world where time slows down. The scent of old pages mixed with the hint of freshly brewed coffee from the cafe in the corner. This is where the magic happens. It's the kind of place Rory would get lost in for hours, tucked between dusty classics and new bestsellers. But today, I'm not just wandering aimlessly like a true Gilmore. No, I'm on a mission. A quest to find Rory's favorite books. The ones that would be stacked on her nightstand or spilling out of her tote bag. Tolstoy, Austen, Sylvia Plath. Stories that have a way of wrapping around you like a warm scarf on a chilly day. Each aisle a new adventure, each spine calling out with promises of worlds beyond these cozy walls. As I trace my fingers over the titles, I imagine Rory doing the same, debating which one to pick up next. There's a certain magic in finding the exact book you didn't even know you needed, and maybe today I'll find just that. But of course, I can't help but pick up a few for my own interests too. After all, a bookstore is a treasure trove for more than just side quests. All right, I am home after that fun little stroll through that little Halloween town and of course that lovely bookstore experience. I think it was definitely a Rory approved afternoon. Now it is time for me to channel all of those Gilmore Girl autumn vibes into my autumn decor. I picked up a few things that I found to be very Gilmore Girl coded. Think Stars Hollow in wreath form. When I was planning this wreath, I was wondering how I was going to execute it. I thought maybe I should get some Sculpey and sculpt a few things, but then my husband suggested that I find ornaments, and I thought that that was genius. I picked up this ornament that's a stack of books in honor of Rory. Of course, we know that the Gilmore Girls' diets are absolutely atrocious, so I got a cheeseburger. I tried to get a pizza slice, but it was not making it to my house in time. And of course, I went and bought this Luke's Diner mug from Hallmark. You cannot have a wreath inspired by Gilmore Girls without a coffee mug, and this one is absolutely perfect. And then after I found all those things, I figured that I really didn't have enough for it to scream Gilmore Girls, so I went ahead and made a little Yale flag out of paper and thick cardboard, and of course Luke's Diner's sign of no cell phones. I really think that that screams Gilmore Girls. And that's my new little baby. Let me show you. This is Fergus. He is our new little baby, and he's just the sweetest thing ever. You're so silly. He's a little jumpy, but he is just the best boy ever. Aren't you? He's like, yeah, whatever, Mom, put me down. We'll let you go. So yeah, I'm very excited to put this together. It is a crisp autumn day outside. We are so lucky to have a day like this because the last 3 or 4 weeks has been nothing but 90-degree weather. We probably had a day that was nice. So I'm so excited to put this craft together. I'm hoping by the end of all of this, this would be something that Lorelai would hang up in the Dragonfly Inn. Okay, I think I've done enough talking. Let's get into the craft.
Now that I've worn out the world, I'm on my knees in fascination, looking through the night, and the moon's never seen me before, but I'm reflecting light. I wrote the pain down, got off and looked up, looked into your eyes, the lost open windows all around my dark heart lit up the skies. And now that I've worn out the world, I'm on my knees in fascination, looking through the night, and the moon's never seen me before, but I'm reflecting light. Give up the ground under your feet. Hold on to nothing for good. Turn and run at the mean dogs, chasing you. Stand alone and misunderstood. Now that I've worn out the world, I'm on my knees in fascination, looking through the night, and the moon's never seen me before, but I'm reflecting
If you lead.
Alright, after all that cozy autumn fun, it's time to make something that Lorelai and Rory would definitely approve of. Cheeseburgers. And thanks to Hungry Root, I've got the perfect recipe. Blackened cheeseburgers with avocado crema. Now, we all know Lorelai would probably make a face at the avocado. It's definitely not her thing. But I am obsessed with it. And honestly, I think she'd forgive me once she saw how good this turns out to be. The avocado crema adds this dreamy, cool contrast to the spicy blackened seasoning, and it's just the kind of twist that makes dinner feel a little more special. Hungry Root makes it super easy to put together meals like this. They have thousands of recipes to choose from every week, and you can filter for anything that you need. High protein, gluten-free, vegan, whatever you're looking for. It's perfect for those days when you're feeling a bit overwhelmed and just want a no-fuss way to get dinner on the table. And it's not just dinners. They have snacks, quick and easy lunch options, and even breakfast items. So you're set for whatever the day throws at you. And honestly, it's the easiest way to eat healthy, whether you're in the mood for comfort food or something lighter. So here we go. Cheeseburgers that would even make a Gilmore smile. Perfect for settling into a movie marathon, which is exactly what I'm about to do next. And because I want you to give it a try too, Hungry Root has given me a custom referral code for you, Shelby's Cottage 40, which will get you 40% off your first delivery, plus a free gift. Just follow the link in the description if you want to check it out. Trust me, they've got something for everyone. Doesn't this cheeseburger just look delicious? Okay, now that dinner is prepped, let's grab a few other snacks and start our Gilmore movie marathon. Of course, we can't have a proper movie night without a snack board chock full of Lorelai and Rory's favorite junk foods. First up, we've got red vines, a classic staple that they would definitely approve of. Next, I'm adding 2 packs of Pop-Tarts, strawberry, of course, since it's their favorite, and cinnamon brown sugar, which is mine. And what's a Gilmore movie night without something chocolatey? I really wanted to find Malamars, but since I couldn't get my hands on them, I picked up this brand that's pretty similar. Still delicious, even if it's not quite the original. And of course, you can't have a movie night without popcorn, so I'm adding a little bowl of that too. Finally, I'm wrapping up the snack board with the 2 blackened cheeseburgers I just made, tucked into some parchment paper for that authentic fast food feeling. It's all about the little details, right? And of course, we need another refreshments. Here I am pouring some soda into a Luke Steiner mug, just a little nod to the onset rumor that Lauren Graham and Alexis Bledel always had soda in their coffee cups since neither of them liked the taste of coffee. Now, before I dive into the spread and settle in, I picked out some movies that Lorelai and Rory mentioned throughout the series. I made sure to include some of their absolute favorites, and I even added a few that are perfect for an autumn night. So let's get cozy and press play.
It's supposed to be located on an Indian burial ground, and I believe they actually had to repel a few Indian attacks as they were building it.
You really think that's what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do. No demands, just fun, laughs. Go ahead, go!
George, what the hell is going on?
We're being recorded.
Where were you, say, 10 years ago?
10 years ago.
Singing, Sam. But what about us?
We'll always have Paris. Didn't we?
Gardening on the side, too.
She was quite a woman. Oh, closet.
The big secret seems to be to merge a sick corporation with a big, fat, healthy one. Make a wish, and you're there.
I don't think you're being fair to me, Mr. Kidd.
No?
No.
You're not peaceful people.
Shush, shush. I think you don't want them.
I want them out, and you too.
Just the juice of a few flowers. It's a type of stinger. Removes the sting.
That's a pretty one. well go look for. Jack! Jack! Jack!
Where is she? Have you seen her?
No, Mr. Richard, I can't.
Still hear it. Richard, dear, I'll go with you any place.
Okay, friends, I think that is about it for today. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my movie night. Maybe I'll get Ryan to join in a minute. But before I do, I want to take this moment to show you a few books that I picked up today. Because is there anything better than admiring the new books that you bought when you get home? First up is Madame Bovary by Gustave Flaubert. This book was on one of those Gilmore Girl reading challenges. And if I recall, it is one of the books that Rory is reading that attracts Dean to her. So I wanted to pick it up as I believe that it is one of Rory's favorite books. And then I picked up this cute little collectible classic of Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen. Now, I don't believe that Northanger Abbey is mentioned in Gilmore Girls, but this edition is just so cute. And I believe maybe she would have had this on her nightstand or maybe her bookshelf. I've collected a few of these. I have an Edgar Allan Poe one and it is just adorable. So I had to pick that up. And then of course I had to pick up a copy of Little Women as it is one of my favorite novels. And funny enough, it's never mentioned in Gilmore Girls at all. But the parallels between Rory writing Gilmore Girls in her grandfather's study, I just see the parallels there. I do believe that Rory is a kindred spirit in that way and that she probably would have this in one of her top 10 books. So of course I found this cute little edition of Little Women that I just had to have. And then of course I had to pick up Anna Karenina by Leah Tolstoy. From what I gather, this is Rory's favorite book of all time. One cannot start a Rory Gilmore reading list without mentioning her favorite. I believe Rory lends this to Dean in the first season in hopes of discussing it with him. By the way, I am not Team Dean, I am Team Jess all the way, so let me just make that incredibly clear. But I just thought that this was such a beautiful edition of Anna Karenina. I've never actually read it. I do have another copy that's been sitting on my shelf, but I think with this beautiful edition, I will actually begin to read it. And then a few honorable mentions for myself. These are not books that Rory reads at all. I do believe that maybe Lorelai would be into the Outlander series, but I've been on a mission to collect the original covers of Outlander, and I found two that are so gorgeous and they're so appropriate for today's video, with Drums of Autumn being in the autumn season. And then I got Dragonfly and Amber, which of course Lorelai and her love of dragonflies is so appropriate. So those are the books that I got today. I think Lorelai and especially Rory would be very proud of my choices, don't you think? Today was exactly what my heart needed. From the little town strolls to curling up with a nice cup of coffee and these new reads, it feels like a scene straight out of Stars Hollow. I think I might actually turn this into a yearly tradition. It was such a fun day. There's just something so special about slowing down and getting lost in those small town moments and soaking in all that cozy autumn magic. I hope that you enjoyed spending this cozy autumn day with me, Rory and Lorelai style. If you are a fan of lazy mornings, endless cups of coffee, and movie marathons, then you're definitely in good company here. And I encourage you to carve out a day like this for yourself, whether it's wandering through a local bookstore, making your favorite comfort food, or just taking the time to be present in the world around you. Bask in those simple and beautiful moments. Life moves way too fast and we deserve these little pockets of joy. As always, stay cozy, drink all of the coffee, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, friends.
As I suspected, you're a rank sentimentalist.
Yeah, why?
Why do you interfere with my little romances?
We're down as a gesture to love.
Well, I'll forgive you this time. But I'll be in tomorrow night with a breathtaking blonde. It'll make me very happy if she loves us.